hair also got very thin, so all these edges were gone with the Depo short. Very thin. I really regretted using the short. I thought it was the breastfeeding time when there's hair loss on the edges, but when I asked, I was told that that's one of the side effects of the short. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maureen. If you're new here, remember subscribe. If you're already subscribed and you're back, thank you for coming back. Thank you very much for the support, guys. Thank you. I cannot emphasize it more. Thank you very much. So today there's no house tours. Today I'm just going to talk about my experience with as the name suggests, with Depo short. And a disclaimer, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm just stating my experience because my channel is for educating and getting educated, and I'm a mother, and either there's a mother somewhere watching or there's someone who needs more information about the experiences on the different contraceptives in the market. So me, I used coil, I've used Nexplanon, I've used Jadel, I've used Depo. So I'll start with Depo in this vlog. I'll give a background information on why I decided to go for Depo in 2015. So I gave birth to my firstborn in 2015. Yes, 2015 January. Then after 3 months, because it was CS, I had already healed. We were new parents, we didn't have more information about the different types of contraceptives available in the market. So, and I had heard about the 3 months injection in campus, definitely, but I had never used any contraceptives. So I decided to go for the 3 months short. That is 3 months when my baby was 3 months old, and I was supposed to now go back to work after maternity. I go to a chemist and took the 3 months Depo short. Yeah, so that's where the journey on the Depoprovera started. So I was pricked at the arm, so you either get it on the arm or on the buttocks, but I decided to get it on the arm. It's not painful, it's a normal injection. The first thing that happened after the Depo, I had not gotten my period since giving birth for the 3 months, but immediately I got the shot. After 2 days, I really started bleeding, but the bleeding didn't last. I think because my womb had already shed off. You know, after pregnancy, if you're a mother, you'll understand. After pregnancy, the womb sheds off completely, all of it. And since you're breastfeeding, there's no hormone to thicken the womb. Remember, I'm not a nurse. I'm just using my information, the information I acquired both in school and the information that we get taught in the prenatal class. So there was no womb to shed off, so I didn't bleed for long. I bled for 2 days and it stopped. So all the time I was on Depo, I did not experience any period until like three months, on the around 12th week, when it was wearing off now from the body. That's when I got my periods back, and they were worse. So that's why I decided to discontinue it. Plus, thinking of going to get back a shot every 3 months really irritated me. That's why I decided to change it. It also made me get rid of or stop the Depo completely. Was my acne worsened. My skin really broke. You know, post-delivery, my skin became smooth. You know, during pregnancy, definitely your skin will break out. But after pregnancy, because the hormones balance, that's the assumption, my skin really evened out. But after taking the Depo shot, my acne really worsened. I looked like a cheetah. You know those acne that leaves marks all over the face. My face really got bad. Even the chest area and the back area That's why that was one of the things that made me really hate Depoprovera. That's one of the reasons I stopped. The other reason I stopped is, I'll be open, this is a channel for teaching. There was no sex drive. Completely, you become like a log. Completely. I don't know the reason for that. I don't know if it's the excess progesterone that accumulates in the body due to the shot, or I don't know the reason for that. But there was nothing. You become like a log. There are no feelings. As in, there's a time I told my husband, baby, when nikikuona I feel irritated. I don't know why. I think it really leads you into either depression or... That's my experience. That's my experience, guys. So it either imbalances your hormones or it depletes all the sex hormones, or I don't know. I have no explanation for that. I started experiencing pains in the bones. I don't know why. So when I went to the doctor and told him that I'm experiencing pain in the bones, the first question I was asked is, what method of family planning are you on? And I said Depo. They told me that Depo depletes calcium in the body. So if you're on it, you're supposed to like take calcium supplements, blah 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 blah. That is one of the reasons that made me. Plus, I was breastfeeding, so apparently most of the calcium was used by the kid. So imagine most of my calcium is being used by the kid. Plus, I'm on Depo. That's why I decided this thing is not for me. I had the other experience is every morning I had to be on painkillers for the 3 months. I really had very bad headaches, constant headaches that had no reason, no explanation. Sometimes I used to think it's hunger in the morning, but when I wake up and eat the headaches, I have to manage the headaches every day with painkillers. That is one of the things that I experienced on Depo. And the other thing is I really gained a lot of weight. I moved from a size 10 to a size 14 in 3 months. Guys, it's not a joke. I really gained weight, a lot of weight. I was always at 61, at 61, 61, 61. I went to 77 in 3 months. 3. So if you're considering this and you're the kind of people who don't like those weights or added fats on your body, I don't think Depo is for you. But remember also, the experiences are different from one person to the other person. I might have experienced this and someone else is experiencing something very different. There are people who grow thin on Depo shot. So it depends also with the body. So maybe me, I'm the person who will grow in body size, and there's someone else who will decrease in body size. So this will depend, definitely. The other thing that Depo changed in my life was the eating habits. I used to eat a lot, and I think this is what contributed to my weight gain from a size 10 to a size 14. I'll insert photos of me before and after here. I really used to eat a lot. The hunger, I would wake up at night, just go to the kitchen, look for anything that is there, even if it's cold ugali, I'll take it with hot tea. The hunger was real, and it's not a joke. So I gained a lot of weight. I think it's because of the change in the eating habits or the increase in appetite that came along with it. And I didn't know it was it until now. I went to the doctor. The doctor told me the side effects of this Depo when I was getting now with my second family planning method. He explained to me, told me the weight you've gained is because of this, blah blah blah. A lot of appetite, it increases your appetite. You eat like crazy. So that's another thing that made me stop, because I was going in the wrong direction. Apart from lifestyle diseases, I really wanted to maintain my body post giving birth, so it was messing up my shape in my body. Then the other thing that made me stop, or the other thing that really irritated me, is spotting. Sometimes you'll just wake up and get blood on your panty. Sometimes I used to go to work in the morning. By the time I'm in the office, I've spotted, and you had to carry an extra either panty liner or a pad in your handbag, because you don't know what happens or when the spot will come. So the constant spotting was not really encouraging to me since I was going to work. So it really made me feel that in addition to all the other effects, the experience was not good for me because of the spotting. As in, ladies, you'll understand, it is not funny to be bleeding like in the middle of people. I don't know if the spotting came with mood changes, because anytime I'm angry or sad or there's something major going on that is stressful, I will start spotting. So it really didn't add up for me. That's why I decided to stop Depo, all in all. But for the first 2 months after the shot, I had no periods. I completely, after the 3 days of bleeding, I completely lost my period. They didn't come. So that was a plus for me, because I hate these things. So it was a plus for me. And if there were no other side effects on the Depo apart from periods disappearing, I would have considered it a lifetime contraceptive. But yeah, with all the other side effects plus no periods, no, I ruled it out. For me, told myself no. Then, as I said earlier, I also needed something that I wouldn't be going to the doctor every now and then. So I needed a thing, because we had planned to separate our kids by 3 years, but we separated by 2.5. We separated them by 2.5. I was on another family method that backfired, so that's a story for another vlog. So I'll give you the story of the second contraceptive that I used that backfired, that made me give birth to my second born after 2.5 years, yet the plan was 3 years. So the other thing that made me really get out of that Depo shot was, every time I asked someone, what's your experience on Depo, most of the people I interacted with told me they stayed for long without getting pregnant. It was hectic to conceive. So the idea of barrenness, the idea of delayed pregnancy really discouraged me from the shot. So I really went for one. I never returned for another one, and that was it on the Depo. My hair also got very thin, so all these edges were gone with the Depo shot. Very, very thin. I really regretted using the shot. I thought it was the breastfeeding time when there's hair loss on the edges, but when I asked, I was told that that's one of the side effects of the shot. So my hair is natural and it's very bushy, it's very bulky, but it really thinned out and went up to here for the 3 months that I used the Depo. So that was another reason that I really stopped it. I also wanted to just have my bulky hair back. That's why I stopped completely using that thing. And with the other family planning, the other consecutive family plannings, my hair grew. Up to now, my hair is just growing thicker and thicker and thicker. It has no effect on my hair whatsoever. So my experience on Depo. So that's my experience on the Depo. If you're new here, you're still with me, remember to subscribe for more of my content. I'll be mixing my content. I'll be doing house tours and life experiences, marriage experiences. I'll just be doing general things about life. because apart from house tours, there's life happening, there's a daily life happening. So remember to subscribe. Just my experience. And disclaimer again, do not take anything that I've said in this vlog advice from a doctor. No, I'm telling you my experiences. So remember to subscribe.